Systems Nominal is a touch typing game developed and released by Nerdcubed in late 2014, I believe. Set aboard a spaceship, you use your keyboard to stop everything exploding long enough that everyone can evacuate. That's basically it. It's a very simple premise. Hit the red, or blue if you enable colorblind mode. Don't hit the green. Nobody particularly cares what you do with the beige. So what makes it so special? Well, despite its simplicity, the game is really tricky if you're someone like me who never developed a proper typing technique and learned to just jab at keys quicker and quicker, so you'll probably get a solid amount of playtime out of it. And while it does cascade a little with difficulty as you make mistakes, it's not evil. F and J always start illuminated and go off the most frequently, as they're the keys with little nubs on in order to help you reposition your hands. You can tell a lot more thought has gone into it than you perhaps notice at first. When you're down to your last life, the music stops to really drive home the tension. When you're down to your last 100 people, you can't hear their gunfire anymore. All little touches aren't necessities, but they're there to drive home a tone. You know how when you die you don't get informed that you've saved X amount of people, but rather that you failed to save Y, and it immerses you a tiny little bit more into the story. Because this game tells a story. Not a massively in-depth one, but a story nonetheless, culminating in a brilliant reveal at the end. So spoiler warning, because I need to spoiler warning this damn touch typing game. You'll never see the counter hit 0. You start off with 1,000 people aboard, and you keep the ship in order long enough so they might all escape. Except you. And when you realise that you're the last one left, you soon realise that you have one choice. Keep going until you eventually mess it up and die, or commit suicide. This is a typing game, what the heck? It is brilliant. It plays good, it looks good, it sounds good, it punches you in the gut good. You unlock endless mode when you complete it, and has various keyboard layouts if you're from somewhere that uses QWERTZ or AZERTY. It really accomplishes what it set out to do. What's the score then? 10 out of 10? Well, kinda. It doesn't give you a huge amount, but it doesn't really fail at anything at all. It's pretty damn hard to fault it, so does that make it a 10? I mean, it's certainly not a patch on Obra-Dinn. I need to consider my biases here. I'm a Nerdcubed fan, so would I really be debating giving it a 10 if it were made by anyone else? Is it a 5 then? Because while it's great, it's not genre defining or anything, it's just a really good example, and those aspects equally balance each other out. Really and truly, I've no idea. But it's good. It's good out of 10, and I recommend it. It's free on the Nerdcube website, and it's also available on Humble for about £1 that all goes to charity, so there'll be a link to both of those in the description.